Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Belated Stardust, and in honor of National Coming Out Day, I am coming out. It's crazy to think that I'm here when little 9-year-old me never thought that I would be here, but I'm Belated Stardust and I am bisexual. So I guess let's rewind and start at the beginning. I grew up in a very religious and emotionally and mentally abusive house. I actually ran away a month ago, and a month ago I started to realize that my struggle was because I am bisexual, and it's something that was very, very discouraged in my house. It wasn't even a thought. It was, you know, the LGBTQ plus community was full of sinners and people who were going basically to hell, and it wasn't something that any Christian should be a part of. It was very toxic, and that wasn't the only toxic belief that was pushed down my throat. It was a very regressive belief household. Women could only be mothers, and there was no chance that I would not be able to have children. If I didn't want them to, I had to have children. So just a lot of messed up beliefs that I'm having to process now and to put in the background and to release and to let go. But essentially, at 9 years old, I knew that I was bisexual. I didn't even know the word. I told my best friend, who's still my best friend now, when I was like 9 or 10, she was like, oh yeah, I think I know a few people like that. Like, we didn't even know the words. We were so little. So I've known this my whole life. It's just I was never allowed to even explore the thought of the possibility of me being attracted to women, even though I was. It was so dark, and it was to the point where I remember crying and praying to God to take away my attraction towards women away from me so that I wouldn't be a bad Christian. This went on for years. And it was just such a dark place to be in. And if you're in the closet right now and you can't come out, I completely understand and know how you feel. It's very claustrophobic. It feels like you're lying to everyone because you're not being yourself around everyone, and it feels very lonely. It feels like you're the only person who knows what's going on. So I want you to know that I completely understand you. If you're in any part of the LGBTQ plus community, I understand you. It's horrible, and I felt very unsafe, even like I grew up in a house where really toxic beliefs about sexuality were shoved down my throat, not only in terms of the LGBTQ plus community, but also in terms of just even heterosexuality. I grew up in purity culture where a girl's virginity was the most important thing that she could ever have, and if she lost it, she was basically worthless. It was a very manipulative and emotionally abusive place to grow up in. On the outside, it seemed fine, and it was picture perfect, and we were happy children, and nothing was wrong, but internally there was a lot of things being destroyed and repressed, and a lot of control. So when I started going through puberty, I feel like I became really harsh towards myself. I hated myself, and it was because I had so much internalized homophobia, because that's what I was taught, that I became really harsh to anyone, or to the idea in general of the LGBTQ plus community, which makes me so sad, because now that I'm able to be a part of it actively, I realize that it was because I saw the community and I knew that I belonged in it. But since, for my own safety, I wasn't allowed to be part of it, I hated it. I was really mad at it, and it was because I knew I belonged, but I couldn't. So that was basically my entire teenagehood. I would still be attracted to women, but I would do my best to repress those feelings, and it was very unhealthy, and I was hiding myself from everyone in the whole world. And when I came out a month ago, because that's when I was able to actually process my feelings and realize that like this has not been what what I grew up with, like a phase, or that there's something wrong with me, or it's because a man rejected me, or it's because a man hurt me. It's not because of that. This is how I was born, and this is how I will always be. And last month I came out to myself, and that was probably the hardest thing, because I had to realize that I have wasted so many years, not by my fault, but by the fault of those around me and my religion. And now, when I came out to my friends, it felt so good. Like, it felt so good. You have no idea how good it felt. And I came out to all my loved ones, and I felt so accepted, and I came out on Twitter and I felt so accepted, and everyone was so happy for me, and I realized for the first time ever that this was not something to be ashamed about. There was nothing wrong with me, that this was something beautiful and a different part of me that I could share with the world. And that's what I want to tell you guys, is that if you're in the closet right now, first of all, you're not any less valid than anyone else that's outside of the closet. It just means that you're in a situation that's not safe for you and that it's not healthy for you. If you're not being affirmed and loved and supported, and you feel like you can't come out, you don't have to. You're valid. I see you. You're valid. The second thing is that there is nothing wrong with you. There's absolutely nothing wrong with the way you are, with who you're attracted to, with who you identify as. There's nothing wrong with you. And that's something that I really want to put across to you, because I thought there was something wrong with me. And now I realize there isn't. It's pretty awesome. So there's nothing wrong with you. You are beautiful and worthy of love like anyone else. If anything, we're kind of awesome. So if you guys want me to get more in detail, I can make more videos. If you have any questions for me, leave them down in the comments. I knew that for National Coming Out Day, I wanted to make a video to officially come out to my channel, because I do have a platform and I know I can do good with it. And if one person who watches this feels heard and validated, then it's the best thing that I've ever done in my life. And I just want you to know that I love you and I accept you, even if no one else around you does, and you are valid and you are loved and you are perfect. So yeah, guys, Star is bisexual. It probably surprises a few of you, and it probably doesn't surprise a lot of you. I wasn't the best at hiding it, especially if you looked at my Twitter. But yeah, now I'm free, and I'm free to talk about whatever and whoever I want on my channel, and I'm very excited for what the future has. If you are coming out today as well for National Coming Out Day, congratulations, welcome to the big, beautiful, colorful rainbow family. I think that we're all very welcome here and we're all very loved. And yeah, if you're not, congratulations to you too. One day you will be able to, I promise. Just stay safe. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. Again, if you have any questions or if you want to see more of these type of videos from me, let me know, and I can maybe make a Q&A answering questions or just something. I am working on revamping my channel, so if you see a couple of things like my profile picture and stuff changing, that's why I'm making really fun stuff. So if you want to subscribe, I would so appreciate it. And if you have any ideas for future videos, leave them down below. I have all my links down below. I am also revamping my Patreon with new perks, like maybe some personal tarot readings or something fun like that. And all my social media is down below. What else? I think that's it. Merch is coming soon. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay guys, thanks so much for watching. Happy National Coming Out Day, and I'll see you next time.